Namaste. Welcome to Figuring It Out with me, Billy Arendt. This is my digital journal on figuring things out as I navigate through this thing they call life. We're still in the midst of the COVID-19 epidemic, and in South Africa, we just moved to level 3. So let me just give you an update on the stats this far. These stats are from 8th of June 2020. So far, there's been almost 100k tests done, about 50k cases tested positive. The total recovery is 26,099. New cases, it's 2,594. And so far, there's a death toll of 1,080. Now those numbers seem a bit low, but if you look at the total population of South Africa, we're currently approaching 60 million people in South Africa. So are we in the clear? Are we really safe out there? If you look at the population we have in South Africa, there is something I think people should decide for themselves. This past weekend, when we entered level 3, it seems like people are slowly, besides churches are not open yet. Churches are open, but people are not going back to churches yet. And the past weekend, Saturday, I took a walk around the neighborhood, and it just seemed like life was back to normal. People were partying. There was no like indication of social distancing. People were not wearing masks, and people were just having a good time like it was the festive season. So I don't know if people are not afraid of the virus, or people are just fed up and they want to move on with their lives, or whatever the case may be, but people just felt that they needed to celebrate this past weekend. And there was like a party in every other street. You know the way people party now with a big speaker outside, people sitting in their yards and just having a good time. That was that. And pretty soon the schools will be opening, but only grade 7s and grade 12s will be returning to school. Yeah, we truly in a different part of the human evolution where things that were not normal are becoming the new norm, a new way of life, a new way of just being. And things are just slow, like we not back to the way life used to be. People are beginning to work from home. Companies are adapting the work from home thing, and that seems to be the future of work now, that you'll be able to have a little space at home where you actually work from. You don't need to be in the office unless you have to deal with something in HR, where they need to see you personal, or you actually have a meeting. But the need to be in the office is slowly changing. Like the workplace is just changing, and some people are back at work, some people are working from home, and then there are some people like us where I call it the wait. There are people like us that have to wait until the projects we're busy with can start again, or when it is when they are ready for us to start with the projects. So currently I'm struggling to actually get used to this waiting period. Like, it really tests your patience. I am kind of tired of seeing the same people every day. I'm tired of kind of having the same conversations every day. I'm just waiting for this project I'm going to be a part of to actually officially start. Yeah, with the lockdown, it just put things on hold. People want to do stuff, but they they're just waiting for the opportunity or the conditions to be 100% right to move forward with certain projects. So we all just in that, not all of us, some of us are just in that wait until we can continue with projects. Also, there's some companies that are trying to get in line with or there are companies that are trying to put people's safety ahead of the company, where they're preparing the workspace for individuals that are actually going to work in an area to be safe, to make sure it's clean, just to make sure that nobody actually gets sick at work. Because if what basically happens if they know that somebody in a certain company has the virus, they're actually going to shut down the company, and then people have to wait again. So people just want to be sure that it is actually 100% safe, and they have put systems and things in place to keep people working for them safe. So yeah, I'm just going through I call it the great wait, as I said, and I'm learning. I'm learning to get by. I'm trying to. In the meantime, I'm trying to not adapt bad habits. I'm slowly trying to get back to good habits. Like when the lockdown started, I'm a person that walks. I used to do 10,000 steps a day, and when the lockdown started, it went all the way down to 0, where I just stopped walking. And I'm slowly getting back to adding up the steps. But with any habit, you can't just jump into maxing it out, where you used to do 10Ks, now 10,000 steps a day. Now you want to just, after 2 months of not doing 10,000 steps, you want to jump into it again. Everything is a process. So I started slowly again, trying to make up the steps. I started with 2,000 for a week, and I got used to that. And then I kind of double it, back up to 4,000 steps. I think yesterday I got around doing 5,000 steps. So I'm slowly getting back into the groove of things, and I'm just trying to have good habits. It's getting there slowly but surely. I am getting used to the new norm. Last year I came across a word. It's called ikigai. It's a Japanese concept meaning the reason for being. It's the reason for you to wake up in the morning, the reason for you to get out of bed each day, the thing that makes you wanna just live life to the fullest. That's called your ikigai. So I just want to share like 10 rules of the ikigai, and hope it will help you figure out how to live a more fulfilled life. So these are the 10 rules. The first rule is stay active and don't retire. It actually means, in my view, it's like even if you retire, find something that after you've retired, find a passion, something that you can do that will keep you happy and active. Don't just give up on life when you retire one day. The second one is leave urgency behind and adopt a slower pace of life. Today, I like this one because today we live in this fast-paced social media world where we're always in a rush to take the best selfie, or you you want to make sure the picture is perfect, and you have to rush and upload it so that people can see it, so you can get likes. And sometimes you just need to chill, just go with the flow, just let life unfold as it comes. The third one is only eat until you're 80% full. It actually makes sense. It's like saying, give your body what it needs. Don't give it too much. Just eat until your body tells you, like, now it has enough. The fourth one is surround yourself with good friends. In this fake world we live in, social media again, we have fake friends online. We even have fake friends in real life. So always try to find friends that are good for you, that brings out good energy in you, and you'll be able to live a happy life. The fifth one is get in shape through daily and gentle exercise. So we don't need to actually exercise hard, just have a daily exercise or something that keeps you fit. The sixth rule is smile and acknowledge people around you. I normally do this when I take walks. That's when I actually just greet people and smile with people I see in the street. I love walking. Reconnect with nature. How I do that, I normally go sit next to a tree, under a tree, and just listen to the birds, listen to the wind, just listening to the sound of nature just for a few minutes. It kind of feels spiritual. It feels like I'm connecting with God on a different level, just in stillness. It's always such a nice thing when I connect in nature. The eighth rule is give thanks to anything that brightens our day and makes us feel alive. That's so true. Like anything that makes you happy, just be grateful for it. And that positive energy, whatever positive energy you put out there, it's gonna come back to you. The ninth rule is just live in the moment, like taking every moment you live. Like, we don't really have to worry about the future. The future is gonna worry about itself. And I don't bring the past into the present moment, because you have to just love each moment as it comes. Life actually kind of works like this. At any given time in your life, we are actually experiencing the future, present, and past as it happens. Because right now, what I'm saying right now, it's going to be in the past, even if it happens in the present now. What I'm saying right now is happening in the future. Everything is just happening at the same time. So just live in the moment, embrace the moment. The 10th rule is find your ikigai. Find your reason for being, find your reason to live. And just, if you follow these rules, if you try to implement it in your life, you're going to be on your way to live a more fulfilled and happy life. Being on, your journey in life, you sometimes have to learn from other people. So on this podcast, every time I record something, I want to share a quote with you. So today's quote comes from Nina Simone, and it says, "You got to learn to leave the table when love is no longer being served." I so agree with it. When you feel there's not love, if a certain circle of people don't love you anymore, you got to learn to leave that behind and move on with your life. Well, I just want to thank you. If you've listened to this podcast, just thank you so much. If you want to connect with me on social media, I am Billy Arends, ZA on Twitter and Instagram, and just Billy Arends, Billy Simon Arends on Facebook. You can connect with me there. Yes, this has been another episode of Figuring It Out with me, Billy Arends. Namaste. Do have a blessed journey in your world of figuring it out. Namaste.